Hey guys, what's up? Today for your voted video of the week, you voted for 5GAM, which is a bit of a shout out to NBZ. If you've seen his videos where he has a 5 guys and a Giglet team, I have a similar concept in which it's a cheesy team that I use a Magnezone and 5 dragons because I talked about it before and I said how cool it would be to just like wreck shit with 5 dragons because generally people only have enough to take one, maybe two, and if you have five, it's really hard. So I called this 5 guys in a Magnezone, and that's what it meant. So it's an OU match because it's an OU team. And I'm playing X Aeon Blitz, which has a team that pretty much is like the most annoying team I've ever faced with this because he has two Ice Sharders, Manless Wine being a particular annoyance to this team because Magnezone can't really touch it, and everything else is weak to his Stab Ice Shard. And then he's got Heatran, which is not terribly big deal, but still is annoying. And then he's also got Fortress. We were actually talking, and I'm like, the only other thing really that would be annoying is like Salamence, not Salamence, Scizor, sort of. And then like or not Fortress, Fairthorn, or like Jirachi or something. Like it's like he had two Ice Sharders, two Steel types, and then even Kyurem-B is pretty annoying because it is an Ice type and a Dragon type, so it has a lot of super effective hits on me. Plus, it can have Earth Power, Focus Blast, Hidden Power, Fire, to hit Magnezone. So there's not really much I can do. But I lead with Kyurem-B. Because I know he'd lead with Snow, and it doesn't get hit by the hail, so if he wants to lead sheet protect, yeah, I don't care. And Ice Shard doesn't really hurt me. In fact, this used to be Garchomp, but my team was just too weak to ice, so I put Kyurem-B in because it's neutral, and it's actually been working out pretty well. And on this occasion, you're gonna see it'll have to do its work because he has two Ice Hitters. But I go for the Fusion Bolt because I know he's gonna switch to Heatran or his Fortress. He goes to Heatran. I don't know why, because it's especially defensive. His Fortress would have been a little better, but he does get off his Stealth Rock after living 2 hits, even though damage varies, like max damage was like 50.5%, so I would have needed like max or like 2 or 3 points off max to twice to kill him. So it just kind of sucks that he didn't die. But he switches to his Kyurem-B, and then he's going to switch out to Snow, predicting me to go into my Magnezone. And it's funny because he actually said that to me, which is weird. It should have clicked in my head a little later, but it didn't. So I locked myself in outrage. He has Focus Sash, and I'm like, fuck, that's not good. Fuck. So yeah, and then he switches out to his Fortress because I'm locked in an outrage. Thankfully, I do get the 2-turn outrage, which is pretty much the only good thing that happens to me all game. I switch to Magnezone, and he's going to switch right back to Snow. And as I said, I should have realized that he told me he thought I'd switch to Magnezone and went to Snow for that reason. So something should have clicked in my head, because the thing is, Snows are almost never max speed, but his is. I am too, but I have Hidden Power Fire, so my speed is 1 less than his. And that means he outspeeds me, killing me with an Earthquake. So it's like, I really should have been like, well, if he's gonna switch to Snow, why else would, why else would he do that other than if he's max speed? But that really fucks me over. So I go to Dragonite because I have Extreme Speed, although I did have Flamethrower on it, and I just switched it to Extreme Speed because that's how I have it on my Pokemon Showdown team, which these sort of teams is the only reason I go on simulators anymore, because I'd rather just get battles and stockpile them for videos as opposed to just dicking around on Showdown and using gimmicky teams like this. But yeah, if I had Flamethrower, that would be really helpful because it would let me deal with this Fortress a lot. I paralyze him. Kind of stupid because it does actually power up his Gyro Ball against some of my Pokemon, especially Dragonite. But I was hoping for paralysis, basically. Or maybe he'd switch into something else. But he switches to Rotom now. I'm going to go for the Roost, get back up to max HP after Hail and Leftovers. They're going to negate each other. But yeah, I know he's going to want to trick me because Dragonite is kind of annoying to his team and can take that Ice Shard. So he wants me to switch out so that I have to come back in on Stealth Rock and lose health. So go to Hydreigon, and Trick is exactly what he does. He doesn't really care if I switch out, as he told me, because he just wanted me out. But Trick doesn't really do anything. Also, another thing, I have Dragon Pulse on this Hydreigon, even though I have Draco Meteor on my my Showdown team. I keep wanting to say Shoddy. But anyways, and it sort of hurts me here, but I think I'll change it to Draco Meteor, because Dragon Pulse, yeah, you don't really stay in with Revenge Killer like Hydreigon for more than one turn, and even if you... Well, sometimes you do. I mean, it is true that sometimes like a late game sweep sort of thing with a Scarfer, but I don't know. I think Draco is just, in general, more useful. You're not really going to luck yourself into Dragon Pulse too much, and if you are, you should be able to kill them with like Fire Blast or Surf, whatever. But anyways, he kills me with an Ice Shard. I'm going to go to Latios because I know I can take an Ice Shard. It'll do a lot, but I know I can take it. He's going to fodder out his Rotom, and then he's going to go into his Kyurem. He literally told me, he's like, please don't be Specs. And I'm like, I'm Iron Ball. And he's like, oh, okay, that's good. And then I hit him with Draco Meteor. And he's like, damn it, you're Specs. I'm like, no, I'm Soul Dew. Actually, no, I didn't say. I wanted to say that, but I didn't, because he never actually said, damn your Specs. But anyways, like I've always told you, don't trust anything I say when we're battling, because I'm going to troll the fuck out of you, because it's fun. It makes the battle more entertaining. He switches to his Abomasnow, and basically what he's trying to do is Ice Shard me so that Mamoswine can come in and get a definite kill, because it's still a maybe-ish. But he gets a crit, which sort of is annoying because I don't get to kill his Bombstone, but it is good for reasons that he doesn't understand quite yet, but he will in a second, because I actually have Roost on this Kyurem. And that means that his Ice Shard cannot kill me, and I'm going to Roost up and heal back a bunch of HP. So that works out in my favor, because if he had just not killed my Latios, I kill him, he brings a Mamoswine, and basically Ice Shards everyone and kills them all. Well, Kyurem had a chance at 99 HP to live it, but it was like 90 something to 120 or whatever, so like it probably would have killed him. But this works out a little better. He goes for Blizzard, and I figure he's going to want to Ice Shard as I kill him and kind of thing, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to Roost and get back up a lot of HP. Now I figure he's probably going to want to Blizzard again because I'm just roosting, but I guess I could have roosted again because I'm not at full health, and like if he hit me with a Blizzard, whatever, because I don't think he can freeze an Ice type, so it wouldn't have mattered that, but he could have got a crit. Anyways, whatever. I'm okay with this much health, I suppose. But yeah, so now he's down to his last two, which unfortunately I can't really touch both. If I Outrage, I hit his Mamoswine, but not this. Well, again, Fusion Bolt is almost as strong as Outrage, or sorry, just barely stronger than Outrage. Outrage is 90, Fusion Bolt is 100 against Fortress, so it doesn't really matter. But I have Ice Beam, and I kind of wish I had Hidden Power Fire, because that would be a lot better. Or Flamethrower on this Dragonite. So I switched to Dragonite because, yeah, I want to fodder it, basically. I go for Roost. He knows I'm going to do that to take the Gyro Ball, and he's going to switch to Mamoswine. Kind of wish I Dragon Tailed, but again, it's sort of 50-50, because if I Dragon Tailed and he Gyro Balled, then he would have killed me because of the negative priority, unless he get paralyzed, but whatever. I go for Extreme Speed, he goes for Icicle Crash, because again, he knows I'm going to Extreme Speed, and if I'm slower anyways, because I'm a defensive Dragonite, and if I switch out, it'll hit whatever else harder, including Kyurem-B. So switch back to Kyurem-B. Again, it's the only thing on my team really that can handle Mamoswine, and that's sort of its job. Although there are some that are Scarf with Superpower Stone Edge, which kind of annoy me, but whatever. There's not much I can do with that. So go for the Roost, and he does switch back into Fortress, which is kind of annoying. I have to make a risky play here. I have to sort of hope I literally asked him, I'm like, please give me a little luck here. I switch to Salamence, take Stealth Rock. I know Gyro Ball will not kill me, but there is a certain, it's like 60 to 71% or something like that. And if he does get a really high damage roll, I die to Hail. But of course, if he gets a really low damage roll, I'll actually live 2 turns of Hail instead of just 1 turn. If he gets, what, like 60 to 63 or something like that, or 60.5. But he doesn't. He gets, in the middle-ish. I actually missed my Fire Blast, which he called. He was like, come on, miss! And which really sucks. But it wouldn't have really changed all that much, because the thing is that Kyurem comes in regardless. It would have had a slight impact in that I wouldn't have already been on Outrage. So, because basically my only chance is I need him to get paralyzed or I need to get a crit. And yeah, and potentially that might not even, well, actually that probably won't even kill him, so I need either both or him to get paralyzed twice. Yeah, neither of those things happen. So the Thunder Wave literally, like I said, when I used it, hurt me. I thought it was going to maybe get paralyzed once or twice, but he actually ends up using it as a power boost because Salamence is actually not fast enough to raise Gyro Ball to 150. It would only be 108, which means it would do about half to Salamence, and I actually would have lived a lot longer. And he probably wouldn't have switched. I would have killed his his fortress, assuming again I didn't miss in that separate branch of time. And then I could have killed Magnezone with Kyurem. So the Thunder Wave literally screwed me over. Like, yeah, but again, I could have missed Fire Blast and he still could have killed me with Gyro Ball, and I would have been even more fucked. But either way, like I said at the beginning, he had like so many things that really annoy my team. Magnezone being like #1 thing, and then Fortress is another pretty big threat. Because, like I said, without Flamethrower on Dragonite, I only have Fire Blast on Salamence and Hydreigon, and yeah, that's not good. And then he had another Ice Shredder, and then yeah, so at first, when I saw his team, I was like, well, fuck, I'm screwed. But actually, that battle ended up working out a lot closer. As he said, it's mainly because of Kyurem-B. He didn't have anything really faster than it, except Rotom, who can't really touch it. So it didn't matter. He could have tricked it, I guess, but that I wasn't going to let him trick it. But, yeah. I think what I might do also with this team is maybe take a Dragonite, put in a defensive Garchomp with Stealth Rock, because that would have helped me quite a bit, too. But because I would have, killed his Abomasnow, and it would have hurt his Magnezone a little more. Maybe would have killed him because he switched in quite a lot. Kyurem-B also probably. Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I don't think I mentioned it, but this got voted in over the other two by 1 vote. It got 2, and they both got 1. So it worked last time I said it, but I want you guys to actually vote. That's why I put these sort of viewer video of the week videos out so that you can vote on what you want to see. And when I get hundreds of views and only 4 people voting, that's kind of depressing. So like I said, I shouldn't have to say it, but please leave comments saying which one you want to vote. They'll be in the description. And let me know, because this is the point of it, so that you can see what you want to see. And I hope you do it every Wednesday, because that's what I do every Wednesday. I shouldn't need to tell you every time, but I don't know. Maybe if it doesn't work next week, like you guys all forget, I'll just keep telling you. I don't know. I don't like doing that, but whatever. This is for you. So anyways, like I said, I'm going to stop rambling, and I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. I already like I said, I have other gimmicky teams I use on Showdown. One of them is a rain team with like Politoed, Fortress, Specs Tornadus T, Specs Dragonite, Scarf Thundurus, and Keldeo. So it's like just for the lulz, basically. But yeah, so I'm gonna go, and I'll see you all next time.